Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are an emerging nation and we are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We've been around for about 4 years putting in solid foundations, and we're trying to solidify those foundations even more at the moment, but I'll tell you more about that in a short while. We are also in a position where we're now expanding our economy for the benefit of all our citizens, improving the liquidity and the value of our currency. All our citizens receive currency totally free of charge every month. Okay, who can be a citizen? Anybody. Very simple. There's no cost. There is no obligation. You just come along, register, and prove that you're a real person, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Once you are a citizen, there are many different opportunities and paths that you can go down if you choose, but they're all optional. And as I say, there is no obligation. So it's well worth getting involved, as it costs nothing at all. Okay. We pride ourselves on being the United States of the world and also being a non-separatist ideology. What does that mean? It means that we don't separate people and pigeonhole them because of their gender or age or colour or class or creed or anything else. All these are superficial differences. All we see are human beings, all part of one big family, all linked together. And we recognise that all human beings are unique. Therefore, everybody has something unique to offer our community, and so is of equal value to every other member of our community. Right, so if you don't want to be separated from everybody, you can join us. And if you do want to maintain your separation because you feel special, maybe you should join us and learn how to shed that ego. Okay, right. We will be getting started in a moment with a short prayer. The prayer is there to help us find true happiness in life. And this is something that everybody seeks, but not many people actually achieve. And that isn't the short-term pleasure that you get from a holiday or a party or buying a new house or whatever else. It's that deep-seated happiness, the joy that is within you, that cannot be destroyed and cannot be bought. Doesn't matter how much money you've got, you won't necessarily be happy. You can only acquire this happiness through loving service to others, and you will then have perpetual, non-stop joy. And the great thing about it is you will see that everything that you want and need in life will start being attracted to you. You won't be chasing after things all the time, as most people do now. It'll all just flow to you. The more you serve others, the more you'll find that everything that you could possibly want and need is there at your fingertips. So that's what our little prayer is about. The prayer will be followed by a little affirmation, and that's to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology and shed any prejudices that we might have picked up along the way that serve no useful purpose in life, do they? Okay, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, X, Facebook, and I can see we've got people in commenting, and these are all from YouTube at the moment. So I'm hoping things are working on Facebook as they should be. But I can see we've got Lewis in at the top of the comments there from Portugal, followed by Don from Canada, British Columbia, Vancouver Island, in fact. We've got then Brian from the USA, and we've got Nankiep from Nigeria, Peter from Portugal. We've got Paramand from Suriname and Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. And as I say, I can't see anybody in from Facebook. Just keeping my fingers crossed that we are there. And I think I know why perhaps people aren't going to find us, because I didn't post in the other groups. Let me see if I can quickly do something about that. Just bear with me. Let me. May the 10th. Let me copy this. And then let me go to, just bear with me a moment, please. I'll only be a second. Or only be a second now. We're really getting there. Facebook, come on. There we go. Paste. Okay. Right. I apologize to people for being late with posting in Facebook. We do have a page now that we broadcast on, and you should bookmark that page, and then you will never miss out if I miss out by making those posts in the Facebook groups. Okay, so it is now on Facebook, and hopefully that'll help a few people. And I see we've got Walter in as well from Namibia. Right, let's get started then. Short prayer, affirmation, and then I'll get into where we are and what's been happening. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service, and through service attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world, as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, so let me just make sure that it's gone into this other group. Because we have two groups. Come on, Facebook. At home, I'm on vacation for those who don't know it. And at home, I have fiber optic, and it's fast. But here on vacation, they obviously don't have fiber optic. We've got Wi-Fi. And I suppose in the old days, when I was on dial-up, I'd have thought this was amazingly fast. But having got used to fiber optic, I find it a little bit frustrating. So, come on. My vacation will be coming to an end tomorrow. I'll be traveling back home. Not a million miles, but it'll involve the whole day. So it'll be Sunday before I get back to proper work, if you like. Monday, as I've been telling you, I'll be out most of the day anyway, but on We Share Abundance Business, trying to get that Beyond Infinity car sorted out and done. And here we go. Let's get this into here. That's going into the other Facebook group now as well. Or it should be. I don't like social media, and I particularly don't like Facebook, but it's a question of expediency, although this doesn't seem to be very expedient. I don't think it's posting it. Anyway, it either does or it doesn't. Let's get back to the app where we can see things. And I see we've got Richard in on YouTube as well, because he's not been able to get in on Facebook because of my neglect. Right, okay. But it is there in Facebook now. So Richard is in from Devon in England. Right. The last 2 days have been frustrating days for all our citizens, I think. And they would have been for me had I been at home. I'd have been pulling my hair out if I had any. Because we have been in the process of upgrading to new cloud-based servers to increase the security and speed and efficiency of our network. And I was told that it would be a seamless operation, completed pretty quickly, and people wouldn't even notice the difference, expect that it may be faster. That's not been the case, unfortunately. It was a dreadful mistake to try and do this live, which was what the server team did, and it left the site on some occasions totally unavailable. Not so much the public site, but the members area. And admin couldn't get in to do things and check and answer tickets and all this sort of thing. And as of sometime, I believe late this morning, today, they reverted everything back to the old servers. So it is now working as it was. But there is an intention to push ahead with this upgrade. But I think Deviani and the server team, Aswin and his team, are planning to do it next week. But I'm going to stop that. They're going to have to wait until we've got the ShareHope plan done, because I can't afford the site to be down they're going to do it onto the test server and then test everything. But that's going to take Deviani's time as well, testing everything thoroughly. It's going to be another day, 2 days. And I don't want that ShareHope plan delayed. As it is, we're 2 days behind on finishing the 777 things. Most of the stuff has been done, but there are still a couple of queries which will be completed on Monday, and we'll get onto ShareHope on Monday. And the move or the change of the servers will not be started until we have that ShareHope plan fully functional. And when it is started, it will be done through the test server initially. We will make sure that everything is working correctly. There were so many bugs, and we're not quite sure, or I don't know. Like I say, I've been on vacation, so I've devoted my time to spending quality time with my family. which I've not done for 5 years because I've been every day spending all the hours that I could on We Share Abundance. I'm feeling much refreshed and rejuvenated through the time that I've taken off. And so I expect to be more efficient again when I get back. But if effectively, I won't be starting until Sunday. It'll probably take me Sunday to get back into the groove a little bit. Monday, a lot of the time I won't be around because I'm going to be getting that car sorted out, which will give us that cash influx, which will be used to repay debts to members who've helped us in the past. And then Tuesday, I should be back up to speed next week, and I'll be able to keep my finger on the pulse and see what's going on. In all honesty, I don't think it would have made any difference if I'd been in the office the last couple of days. I don't think it would have speeded the reversion to the old servers. It may have done a little bit, but I really don't think it had any negative impact with me not being at work, if you like. Okay, so I see we've got Norman in on Facebook, so it is operational there now. It will have been working in the page, but not in the groups, and so bookmark the page. If you like to go to Facebook and then bookmark the page. And if you're looking for it, if I forget to post it into the groups, it can't be done automatically anymore. That's got to be a manual operation. If I forget, you can always go to the page, and the page will be working as it should be. Okay, so welcome to Norman. Anyway, he's here from Doncaster in England. And then we've got Ahmed from Nigeria as well, and Werner from South Africa. Okay, so that's been the hiccup, if you like, for the past 2 days. It has cost us 2 days, and unfortunately, that means that we're going to be playing a bit of catch up next week, Monday, before we get on the Share Hope plan. But we will definitely. I'm going to be telling Devyani and Aswin that whatever they have planned for this move to the new servers will not be done until we have the Share Hope plan fully operational. And even then, it's got to be done through test servers development. And when we're happy that it is all working and is correct and everybody can see that everything is as it should be, only then will we switch to those servers on the live site. And that's what we should have done initially anyway. So it was an error on our part. Aswin and Devyani, better than me, should have known that. It wasn't something that I thought of. As I say, I was told that it would be seamless and completed in an hour. And so anyway, that's where we are with the 777 plan and the Share Hope plan. Once we get those up and running, we will complete that server switch. It might take a couple of days to test it and everything, and then get it working on the live site. Once that's out of the way, it should be a better experience for everybody anyway. And then we'll be working on the mole and the what's it called? Fun Miracles site, which is a games site that we are developing. It's been on the cards for quite a long time now, actually, probably a couple of years. Time passes so quickly, and that will be additional revenue for you, the members, citizens, and it should also put some cash into the We Share Abundance Treasury. The more cash we have in that treasury, the more we will be able to create a community liquidity pool for our tokens. And if we have sufficient in that community liquidity pool, it will enable us to release small amounts from the ShareHope wallet that members have, where they accumulate the gifts of tokens that we give them. They'll be able to withdraw small amounts based on the value of that community liquidity pool. We can't just release millions of tokens onto the internet and hope that they're going to fly, because they won't. They'll crash. People will start selling them at below the price just to try and get some money, and they won't sell anyway, and then people will be coming in underneath, and it just creates a downward spiral and destroys the value of the currency. We're not going to allow that. We will make sure that whatever is released is covered by the liquidity pool, and will maintain the true value of our currency for the benefit of all our citizens. We got Maureen in as well from London in England, of course. Okay, and I said small amounts. It's never going to be huge amounts that will be available through that community liquidity pool, because we have a lot of members. We have tens of thousands of members, and it will soon be hundreds of thousands and even growing to millions. And you have to multiply whatever you release by the number of members, So if you only give people $1 and you've got 40,000 people, it costs you 40,000 in liquidity. You've got to have $40,000 in the liquidity pool. When you get to hundreds of thousands, you've got to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the liquidity pool. And when you get to millions of people, you've got to have millions of dollars in the liquidity pool. Now, hopefully everything will grow at similar speeds so that we will be able to cope with that. But the ShareHope plan, which we will be working on next week, is a way that members can create their own personal liquidity pool. And in addition to creating their own personal liquidity pool, which will allow them to withdraw up to $10,000 a month from their ShareHope wallet, they will be creating a pension fund as well. And it can be totally passive, and you can create a pension fund in excess of $6,000 per month, in addition to whatever you're able to withdraw from the ShareHope wallet. People that are active will create a pension fund much, much greater than 6,000, even if they only refer 2 or 3 people. If they refer 2 or 3, let's suppose everybody referred 3 people, and let's suppose they all did it in a week. They would create an income in excess of $20,000 in 11 weeks. That is spectacular. It's not likely to happen for most of you, because even if you go out and get 3 people within a week, most of the people that follow you won't do that. So it's a hypothetical example, but it just shows you the power of what's available. But it doesn't really matter how long it takes. It will be vastly superior to any occupational contributory pension fund or non-contributory pension fund. So it will be faster, and it will produce a greater income for you. And so that will be there in addition to the personal liquidity pool that you'll have, which will allow you to draw up to 10,000 a month from your ShareHope wallet as well. Okay, let's have a look. We've got somebody else in. We've got Andrew in from New Zealand, and we've got Kingsley in from Manchester in England. Both the Fund Miracle site and the mall will be additional income streams for all our citizens, as well as for our treasury. And it won't be until we've got both of those up and running that we then move on to our sister site, Multiply WISA, which has a token that is of no value at present. We're going to take that token, we're going to move it onto a different blockchain, probably the Binance Smart Chain, but not definitely. And we're going to control the liquidity and value of that token as well. And that will rejuvenate the Multiply WISA site as an income generator for you people, in addition to being an amazing place for you to advertise any other businesses that you are involved in, or selling anything. I mean, it might be to sell your house or your car or whatever. Okay, but you can of course promote any other business opportunities. People are always looking for new ones, and there's nothing wrong with that. To have multiple income streams is a wise move. You never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. So the more income streams you have, the better. And if you can get into some income streams that don't require the internet as well, then that is better still. You know, like when you're making a lot of money, put some into maybe property or something like that. Okay. That way you've always got money coming in no matter what happens, and you can live a happy, stress-free life. Okay, who else have we got here? We got Bozina in from Edinburgh in Scotland. Right. I'm going to give you the numbers, and then if we've got any questions from anybody, of course I'll answer them, because that's what I'm here to do. As always, they'll be answered honestly, with nothing held back. You know, you get everything, you get it, warts and all. Most of the things we have going on, it's all good news anyway. We do have hiccups like we've had this last couple of days, but we always get round to putting them right and making sure that nobody loses out. Okay. So, numbers. And I don't think I gave you these for a few days, but I think I gave you some yesterday. But so the last 24 hours, we only had 9 new registrations, which is really, really low. It probably reflects the fact that I'm not promoting anything at the moment because I'm on vacation. Probably 25% of the members that we have, or somewhere approaching that anyway, are in fact referred by me as an admin. Okay. That doesn't mean that I'm making a fortune, because it is an admin account, and anything that is made from that account goes back into We Share Abundance and helps cover the costs of everything that we have going, which is not an insignificant amount, I assure you. Okay, so just 9 in the last 24 hours to 42,872. We had we have just 3 new active members in the last 24 hours. I am going to get Deviani to check that on Monday before we get on to the ShareHope, because I think, in fact, I know there is something wrong with the allocation of active status to members. We have people that should be showing as active that aren't. We need to find out why. Because if you're not showing as active, you can't withdraw. An active member is somebody that logs in half the available days in a month and has done their KYC verification. So if you've done that and you're not showing as active, you can put in a support ticket and we'll get it sorted out for you. But we have to find out why that is not happening automatically as it should, and we'll see how that affects the active member count. But it's just 3 in the last 24 hours to 2,288. The number of paid members in the 777 plan is now up to 12,416. And that is an increase of 64 on yesterday. And so that plan is growing steadily, and we're not even out of soft launch. Once we get out of soft launch, we're going to see dramatic increases in that. 12,000 in a couple of months without any real launch, without any real promotion, is quite good anyway, I think. I think you'll agree with that. Even at that rate of growth, we'd be looking at over 70 to 80,000 within a year. But I think we're going to do a lot more than that. I think we're going to be pushing record-breaking numbers in a 12-month period. Multiply Visa, no change in the membership base. As I say, I've mentioned that, and it's pretty dormant at the moment because of that situation with the Visa token, but it's still a good place to advertise. And we do get money from logging in as a revenue share. And the bonus pool is up another $1 to $10,409.13. And that bonus pool, once we do become operational again in the Multiply Visa plan, that bonus pool will be used to benefit the members of Multiply Visa. Once again, we're not for profit. That would normally be money that goes into the owner's pocket, but we're not for profit. Everything that comes in goes out in benefits to the members one way or another, in cash that they can withdraw either as commissions or gifts, or in providing services for the member base, like the development of new plans and the maintenance of the servers and the websites and everything else. All takes time, all takes money. So that is where we are with the updates. And we have somebody else in from South Africa, Vidolan, I think. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I apologize for making a hash of people's names. If you're offended, I give you full right to make a hash of my name any way you can. Okay, call me anything you want. Right. Okay, I think that's it then. We have covered what I've got for you. Tomorrow, as I say, I will be making my way back home, but I won't be doing an awful lot. But I will be here, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and X. Okay, and until then, get out and let's see a bit more increase. We want more than whatever it was, 9 people, was it, coming in, new registrations in a day. That should be 90, not 9. Okay, so get out there, go the extra mile, share some love and abundance, and help a few people out. help them to get started in We Share Abundance. Paid or not paid, it doesn't matter. Get them in, get them looking around, get them in a position where they are being rewarded with free gifts every day, and help them understand our philosophy of oneness, humanity, and love. Okay? With that said, just check, have we got any more questions or anything? No? So, I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, always wear a smile. See you later, alligator, go the extra mile. See you later, alligator, yeah, in a wild